Welcome back to this program today. I want to assure you that Biafra is here and nothing is going to stop Biafra from coming. This evening, we are going to have a different kind of broadcast. I want to inform Biafrans that the movement to liberate Biafra is now in a different gear. Those who think that they are going to kill Biafra people and turn Biafra and turn Nigeria into Islamic State, they have met the brick wall. I want to inform you today that the reason I joined Biafra's struggle is to make history, to be part of those that will make history in mankind. I want to be part of those that will make history more than Mandela. I want you to understand that what we are fighting for is more than appetite of South Africa. The people we are engaging today are the black devil, black man. In South Africa, Mandela, they engage the white people who have some kind of, no matter the level of the appetite, the white man always risen. The people we are dealing with today, we are dealing with nomadic, devilish, and the very, very nomadic people, those who do not value human life. We are dealing with those who do not have remorse in killing their own. We are dealing with people that are now sponsoring different terrorist groups. We are dealing with a northern Nigeria Fulani that have known 9 terrorist groups. We are dealing with the northern Fulani that sponsor Boko Haram, they sponsor ISWAP, they sponsor Daras Islam, they sponsor Asaru, they sponsor Al-Qaeda, they sponsor Daesh of Sunni, they sponsor Fulani bandit, they sponsor Fulani herdsmen with AK-47, they sponsor Meyete Allah, and about 9 known terrorist groups they are sponsoring. If you add the unknown terrorist group, we are going to have up to 13 of them, all from northern Nigeria. All from northern Nigeria. In all these things I have mentioned, nobody has ever been arrested for terrorism, for killing people in Nigeria. Nobody has been apprehended. No terrorist hideout has been busted. No armored tank has invaded their camp. In Kaduna, in Benue, in Jos, in Niger State, in Adamawa, in Borono, in almost all parts of Nigeria, the terrorists are attacking, ethnic cleansing, killing women, children, and nobody is doing anything because the government hand is in it. For that reason, somebody like me, Simon Ekpa, I said, I want to join Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to fight for this freedom of our Biafra people, to make sure that those who are scared to fight will stay by the corner and support us financially, while those of us who are not scared to take the bull by its horn will come to fight for the liberation of Biafra. That's where we are. So today, we will fight and we will fight. We are going to fight with arms and ammunition. We are going to engage these people that are coming to kill us. The same power they have, we are going to engage them with that power. I want to inform you today that as they are busy trying to neutralize Eastern Security Network, they are busy attacking Eastern Security Network. The time has come. We must not allow them to sleep. I don't know whether you people understand. We are in the state of war. We are going to protect our land like the Israel did. We are going to protect our children, our mother, like the Israelis, like the Israelis are doing. We are going to fight like the Jewish. We are descendants of the Jewish people, and we are going to fight like them. Today, when you listen and watch what is going on, everybody is scared of talking. Before we go into what we are about to do this evening, I want to thank Biafra people. I want to inform you, Biafra people, the autopiloted IPOB worldwide, that yesterday fundraising was a breaking record. We broke the record yesterday. Biafra people broke record yesterday. We know that nothing is ever enough when it comes to war. So we are going to be expecting more of it. We are not going to stop until Biafra is restored. I want to inform you that this month alone, the Biafra people have awakened. The record, the success we have recorded so far is nothing to compare before. Nothing to compare. Even when our leader was here with us. I am telling you, I am breaking this particular news for the very first time today. That I am very, very overwhelmed with the result we have received so far. That while our leader was here with us, the level of compliance in the funding and the fundraising has never happened before, even while our leader was here with us. That's why I said the kidnapping of our leader is the biggest mistake they have made. I stand to be challenged anywhere that we are going to stand on our ground. We are going to make sure those who are well-to-do will come out to fund this war. We are already at war. That is why I have to tell you today that when we ask you to sit at home, you sit at home. Tomorrow we are going to sit at home again. Every Monday sit at home continues tomorrow. This sit at home will continue as a training for what is to come. We have tested 3 days sit at home and they have worked very perfectly. We know how these things is crippling the economy. When we talk of economic sanction, some people do not know what it means. There are different ways to impose this economic sanction, and it is working perfectly well. It is going to go down in the history when people will write the history of how Nigeria disintegrated, the evil Nigeria. They are going to write the history. Biafra will be in the history book. Biafra will be in the positive part of the history. Biafra people come together and begin to have what we call the civil disobedience. Civil disobedience that the Nigeria state has fought with everything in them and they have failed. I want you to understand that what we are doing is more spiritual. Biafra has come to stay. Biafra will be restored in 2023. We know that before 2023, they are going to wage war against us. We will fight that war against them. And for us to do that and succeed, we need arms and ammunition to defend our land. If you think that arms and ammunition is not needed, I want you to tell me, how are you going to defend your land when the people that are coming to kill our children and our women are coming with machine guns? They come with tanks, they come with helicopters. It is no longer business as usual. So I want everybody, if you think that you are still on the fence, waiting to see something happening before you start coming on board, you are making yourself vulnerable. You are making your people back home vulnerable. You are making a very big mistake. You are jeopardizing the freedom of your generation unborn. The time is now. The time has come. We will continue to push. I am telling you today that we have recorded the biggest success ever in this Biafra movement. And more is to come. Like I said, we need 50 men and women from Biafra that will be funding this movement with $10,000 every month each. From now to December, we have them already. They are coming up. We want to see 50 of them. We want to see some of you who want to be part of a group that will be paying $1,000 from $1,000 up. Contact all the Umada, contact any of the media team, and you'll be added to this group from $1,000 up. The time has come. It is no longer a social media thing. It is no longer talking and talking. The time has come that we are going to protect our land, defend our land against terrorists. We are dealing with over 13 terrorist groups from Northern Fulanese. And let me tell you, if you think that what I'm saying is a lie, you just wait and see. Take a look at what is happening in Niger Delta, in the Middle Belt. Take a look at what is happening in other parts of northern Nigeria. The Christians are being killed. Letters are being sent to churches to close down for 3 months. This is reality. Biafra has become the only bone in their neck. We are not going to be only bone. We are going to be the beast that we're going to sting to them and they're all going to die. Those who have come to kill us through the government, sponsored mercenaries, those who are coming as a state actors, those who are coming as a non-state actors, you will all die in Biafra land. You can't kill us any longer. I am calling on all our men on ground, those that we have formed alliance with. It is time to rise up and defend Biafra land. The time has come. Those who come and kill us and burn our villages will no longer sleep. We don't want to see them sleep. Those who come and all they do is to go from house to house and abduct our children, abduct our women, and when they see the Fulanese terrorists kidnapping our people, they turn their eyes on them. We want you to make them sleepless night. Give them sleepless night. If you allow them to sleep, that is the only way they come to you to kill you. You see, this time around, we are not going to fight a defensive war. We are going to take the war to Nigeria. We will not fight in Biafra land. The Biafra land must be defended. Those who are bringing armored tanks to our land, we are going to stop them. Everybody must get ready. If you do not want to be part of this, take your bag and go back to North. Go to northern Nigeria if you think you are safer there. We have come to fight, and we are going to fight this freedom, and we are going to get our freedom in 2023. It must not be more than 2023. I want you to understand that the reason why I am saying this is because in a democratic system, we go by voting for referendum, and there is always a date for it. When you go to European Union, when you go to Western world, when you go to America, when you go to United Kingdom, people, politicians, elected leaders, they will start a movement for a referendum and they're going to give you a date. I am giving you not a date, but I'm saying today, by the resolve of Biafra people, we will leave Nigeria in 2023. Nothing will stop it. No amount of military tanks will stop it. No amount of military present siege in Biafra land will stop Biafra from breaking away from Nigeria in 2023. I want you to go and mark my word. Mark this word. If you think that we are joking, don't be taken unaware. We don't want you to be taken unaware. Get yourself prepared because the big deal is about to happen. Before we go into what we're about to start today, I want to bring to your notice that we are not the only people fighting for freedom. We are not the only people fighting to defend our land. The Israelites are doing it. The Jewish people, they continue to do it. And we are not exemption. We are going to fight. We are human beings like them. We are human beings like Ukrainians. We are human beings like Israelites. And we are going to fight to defend our land Our women can no longer pay the price of one Nigeria. Our children no longer pay the price of one Nigeria. This price has been paid, and we will no longer accept it. All the men on ground, it is time you buckle your belt. We are about to march. I want you to listen to this.
By the President of the United States, after which we will take questions from the media. Prime Minister Yair Lapid, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. President. In March 1965, on Dr. Martin Luther King's march from Selma to Montgomery, walking beside him in the front row was a Jewish rabbi, Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel. When he returned home that day, Rabbi Heschel wrote in his diary, "Today I felt my legs were praying." In the state of Israel, Mr. President, our legs pray every single day. Nothing is in our lives is taken for granted. My father was a Jewish child in the Budapest ghetto, hiding from those who tried to kill him. The fact that I am standing here today did not happen by itself. We learned the lesson, Mr. President, at all times. Israel must be strong, free, and safe.
I am telling you something today, Biafra people. Biafra people must be strong and safe. I want to borrow from the Israeli Prime Minister, and I want to borrow his word. And I'm telling you, Biafran people today, anywhere you are, you must be strong and safe. Very important. Remember that what we are looking at is that for those who don't know what we are doing, the fact that the terrorists are now expanding in West Africa and the African most populous country called Nigeria. The expansion and the aggression of the terrorists is becoming overwhelming. So, you need another Israel in Africa. We are not asking you to give us a state to become African police. No. We are not asking you to declare Biafra or restore Biafra so that we are going to begin to police every other country. No. But what we are saying is that you need a country that will stop the terrorist expansion. You need a country that will fight terrorism. You need a country that will stop the aggression. You need a country that will checkmate these terrorists from attacking the West and America in future. And that country is Biafra. Biafra will be the end of terrorism in Sahel. And we are going to achieve it. And let me tell you, we are not waiting for any UN. We are not waiting for anybody. If you want to kill us again in 2022 or 2023, if you want to join forces with terrorists to kill us, you are welcome. But let me tell you, you are going to be surprised because this is not 1967. This is not 1967. The laws or the international laws, the international treaties have been designed to protect everybody. They have been designed even give room to self-defense, self-determination, and the African Charter itself also empowered people of Africa to use arms against their oppressors in the name of colonialism, in the name of colonization, in the name of neo-colonialism, or whatever you can think of, whatever you can call it. The African Charter empowered Biafra people to use arms. They say use everything, including arms. You can use it for your own freedom. We have come to use it, and we're going to use it to defend our land. The evidences of ethnic cleansing, jihad, genocide is abound. Nobody is listening to us. We are going to force the world to listen to Biafra this time around. And let me tell you, we will be here pressing this button. And it is going to be working. The way we are going to fight this war will shock the world. I am telling you the fact. Go and mark my word. The way we are going to dissolve Nigeria next year will shock the world. We have the key to dissolve Nigeria. And let me tell you, I have been calling other ethnic nationality to buckle up. Do not be taken unaware. When it will happen, don't say, oh, we are not prepared. We are telling you now, giving you a notice ahead of time. So that when it happens, you will be saying, we are not prepared. Begin now to organize yourselves. Those of you that are not even Biafrans, we are not fighting for only Biafra. We are fighting for the entire indigenous people in Nigeria. Those who felt that the Nigeria amalgamation was a fraud against them. It is time, the time has come. If you do not speak now, if you do not fight this evil entity now, they will rise up and kill you. And we are going to stop it. I want you to listen to this. I am borrowing from the Israeli Prime Minister, and I'm going to encourage Biafra people today with his word.
With a powerful army that can defend our citizens. Be it Joshua crossing the Jordan River or Dr. King crossing the Alabama River, the principle is the same. If you want your independence, your hands must defend you and your legs must pray for you.
If you want your independence, your hand must defend you while your leg pray for you. I am asking you, Biafra people today, especially our men on ground, our security, your hand must defend you. Our hand must defend us, and our leg must pray for us. This is a word I am borrowing from the Israeli Prime Minister.
With a powerful army that can defend our citizens. Be it Joshua crossing the Jordan River or Dr. King crossing the Alabama River, the principle is the same.
The principle of whether anybody is crossing the river is the same. The principle of whether apartheid was in Africa, South Africa is the same. The principle of whether Afghanistan was run over by Taliban and Taliban become the government of Afghanistan and they want to do the same thing in Nigeria, the principle is the same. The principle of North Sudan and South Sudan, if it is going to happen in Nigeria, the principle is the same. The principle of the Soviet Union dissolution, it does not matter whether Soviet Union dissolved or dissolved was Soviet Union, however you want to put it, the principle is the same. The principles of Czechoslovakia, it does not matter which one of them separated from each other. Is it the Slovakia or is it the Czech Republic? The principle is the same. The same thing we are going to do in 2020. Let it not be you that will be a hindrance to the Biafra freedom. We have never had the opportunity to liberate ourselves from this bondage like we have it today. We have never had the opportunity to assemble almost 50,000 men, more than 50,000 men standing ready to face Nigeria like we have it today. The opportunity may never come. And I'm telling you, we are going to take it on them. And believe me, this war, if eventually start happening, it is not going to take us a few months. Nigeria is gone. Is it Autumn that is going to come and tell his people to come and fight Biafra? Is it certain Kaduna that is going to join Fulani to come and fight Biafra? Is it Oduduwa people that is going to join their hand and fight Biafra? Is it Jos people that is going to join their hand? Is it the Niger State people? Or is it other indigenous people in Nigeria that is going to join their hand to fight Biafra? We want to see how that will happen. But I'm telling you, over 50,000 men standing by. When we are going to march, they will know that indeed they were warned. After the war in 1967, they were warned. Do not treat these children bad. They're going to rise up and fight again. Ojukwu told Gowon that you are killing my people. You are going to be alive and see your people die like dog. And those who are greater than me will come to restore Biafra. Ojukwu never gave up Biafra. Ojukwu declared this in April 14 or 15, 1968. That